And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. On the return, it's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just feeds the running back. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
Unloads to the right. That's caught. It's Sategna. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Blaylock. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Fires to the big fella. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Rushes on. Finds his man. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that neck.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Sooners!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he tags on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing Manning. Right side, it's Coleman. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Manning. Looking down the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Hauls it in. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Sooners come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Drops back on first down. Reels it in.
You know, that play right there shows me that the quarterback has a plan. He had no hesitation. The defense was bearing down on him. He got hit on that play, but he knew where his running back was. He got it out to him quick, and as a result, they avoided the negative play and sack.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Breaks into the open. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Under pressure. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Defense not showing press coverage. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Here's Arch to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Corner's going to give them room. and a first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Straight ahead, it's Blaylock. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 18 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Orange who finish off the victory to get to 4-1. They led this one at halftime. They held off a second-half comeback attempt. This group has to be feeling good.
Here comes the Texas offense.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Arch is going to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the running back. They were all over it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pre-firing. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Left side is Harris. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short. And you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Got to make the play on 4th. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we got to get more physical and we've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Madness. Got out of trouble, got rid of it.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Along the sideline, got it in the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Blaylock. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 45. There he goes. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Couldn't set his feet.
Well, this is huge for this defense because they're playing against a Heisman-caliber quarterback, a guy that can hurt them in a variety of ways. They better be able to get pressure on them throughout the course of this game. They did right there.
Gives it. Got an alley. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, Manning. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Second and long here. To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Good coverage to knock that pass away.
That's a really good play by the defender. I think quarterbacks, when they see these routes and they think they can get these routes pretty much at will because my receivers are so fast, I usually get such a big cushion. And then when they sit down for that comeback route, it's usually open. But that defender says, no, sir, not in my building.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Stands in and takes the hit. Upstairs, he's got it. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Manning. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Wants to throw one first. Working that left side now. Shakes it. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn. And they moved out front here in the fourth. No surprise this late in the game. They need to go for two to try to extend that lead to a field goal. Here's Manning to throw. He's got it for the two-point conversion.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for two, when not to go for two. Smart decision. Second half, being up by one doesn't help you. Getting that two-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. To throw, it's Mateer. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why, through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Upstairs to make the catch. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Avant. Maybe a pickup of 2, and they'll stop him right there. And that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. Second and goal coming up. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing Manning. Fires to the right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
He wants a big play here late. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Out wide left, it's Harris. At the 45, on his way. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. He's got the tight end. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the out.
Touchdown Sooners! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and give me one more stop.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed, got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Mateer. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, pressure's coming. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
And how about the defense coming up with a big play late in this football game? Offense trying to put something together. But, man, they anticipated pass. They played with great vision in the back end, broke on the football, Palmer, and they called game.
Yeah, they had the lead. They knew the offense was probably going to have to be throwing the football to try to get back in this thing. And everybody's eyes on the QB. What a great job jumping in front of the pass. Forget knocking it down. Catch the ball, pick it off, end the game.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.